really, really love you, and I am 100% sure I'm gonna be with you, pushing your wheelchair for the rest of my life.
Every day! We all know today is for Sergio. You are definitely the bride.
I am.
Yeah. You are a wonderful man to my children. We all love you. So
Thank you.
Thank you for marrying me.
I love you.
I think the future looks pretty good.
We're so bunnies. We jump out of bed, and we meditate, we drink our coffee and just thank the world.
Thank God.
Thank the universe.
I think people, go through life focusing on the end goal, and they forget about the process. And I think the process is the most beautiful thing. And that's why we have what we have.
I love you, honey.
Hi, Caroline and Sergio. Good to see you again. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. You look so cute.
Good, thank you. So after meeting you in New York, I'm happy to have you on my podcast, Business Meets Life. What has been the pivotal moment that gave your career a big boost?
Maybe for me, Ladies of London and now Housewives, because, obviously it puts you on a map, and Bravo fans are diehard fans. So this is year 7 for me, I think. Is it 6 or 7? 4, 5, 6. Six. I've done 6 years. Next year will be 7. So maybe Housewives.
And for me, I could say,
Signing Real Madrid.
Initially it was when I signed Real Madrid, obviously, as you can see the picture up there when I was little. But I could say, that was a pivotal moment in my career because it was a big thing that came and I was not expecting it. But also I would say meeting Caroline, to be honest, because I was transitioning from one career to another one, which was, full-time, business and entrepreneur coming from professional sports. And she really helped me to focus and see a vision and put a track into what I wanted to do.
He was a lost puppy, basically, age 24.
Not a really lost puppy, but kind of, she helped me a lot, into that transition, because I think that's the hardest part, to move from something that you've been doing your whole life to another thing that they're very similar in many different ways, but it's just a completely different thing.
I love hearing your story. Most of us, we know you from your social media or from TV, and I asked my networking community, so what would you like to know from Sergio and Caroline? And the biggest question I got many times was actually, let me read this out loud here. So how have you redefined personal privacy for yourself and your family? And what do you do to protect it?
Oh, very good one.
Very good question.
Well, I'm not going to be one of those people that says, I wish people would leave me alone, because, I'm on reality TV, and, my whole life is the more I give you guys, the more we get back in a way, and the more invested everyone is with us. And, that's what kind of builds our brand. So
all these people make us at the end, so all of you guys, which is amazing to see and have that support behind.
We're kind of open to, I expect the good, the bad, and the ugly. I expect the good questions, the bad questions, the ones that you don't want to answer, and I kind of always do. But the privacy that I do have, or the line that I don't cross, is my kids. As you know, I don't really post them. You don't really see them on my stories. And as contrary to popular belief, that's not because they're not here. They're all here. They're all in this house with me. But they're 3 teenagers who absolutely didn't sign up for reality TV, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is
they
their
don't want to
mother's
be on
doing.
it,
They're not interested. So that's really my only line. When it comes to him and I don't think you get to pick and choose, really.
Sadly, this comes with the agreement on making your life fully public, that you really have to invest yourself, and at the end of the day, we love to do what we do. So it's just there's no other option.
We wouldn't be very good at it if we kind of kept stuff off the table, I think, because at the end of the day, the camera doesn't really lie. You can see.
Yes. Yeah. Now, Caroline, this is a question specifically for you because you are a power woman. You are extremely well educated. You're a businesswoman, and the same time, you're a mom. What would be your advice to people like me and other women on how to be a good mom, a family person, but at the same time a successful businesswoman? Especially because we Germans, we believe in work-life balance. But as I'm living in China, people, they work hard with no breaks day and night. What's your advice?
I mean, really, what is a work-life balance? I'd love to meet the person that really thinks they've got that figured out. As far as I can tell, to be successful or anything else, there isn't one. We're all feeling it out. I think back in the day, when we used to have a 9-to-5 job, or there were giant bonuses at the end of the year, and everyone kind of could live that way, and the man went out to work and the woman cooked every meal and then came home and sort of tied the ribbon in their kids' hair. It just doesn't exist. And 70 or 80%, I think it is, marriages end in divorce. So we end up a one-parent home. Even if you have a new parent in the house, he's not their parent. So, again, that leaves it to you. And we are one brand, so we work together. So, there isn't a good balance. All I can say is that my children are upstairs. They can hear my voice. They know I'm here. If they're hungry, I can scream at my housekeeper to help me make food. I'm very fortunate that way.
I think it's good for the kids as well, because we are setting them, we are showing them the rule and the showcase of like how it works, that you really have to put work into doing something.
And if you don't, I mean, Dubai is very different. If you can't have a housekeeper or help in, another country, we take it in turns. He'll help me out, or delivery is amazing these days.
Yeah.
And, you can't. We have to, part of our job is network. Part of our job is going out and meeting people and doing the TV show. When we're filming, we film for 4 months.
Yeah.
Again, I hope that I'm teaching our children that nothing in life is handed to you, given to you, or a given.
100%.
That you need to work hard. I don't care where you're from. And
look,
that's
just
it.
give you an example. He's calling right now.
So that's my son upstairs. And to which I'll write, I'm on Zoom. Can I talk to you later? It's just, it is what it is. It's never, my kids will tell you that probably I'm the worst mother in the world. But then, I know when they get older and they can appreciate what we have to do, because that's what I did. You look at your mom and you go, actually, she was amazing. I had everything I wanted. My house was beautiful. There was food on my table. And, I'm dressed in the clothes that they want. I want. And that's it,
But we try to like save some moments. For example, when we go back upstairs to a room,
never stops. He'll call and he'll call and he'll call.
When we go back to the room, we try to put the phones away and just to have some time for us and for them. And we try to just find a balance, even though it's hard, because as a couple we kind of like work day and night, because of the time difference with the US. But we just try to just find
weekends.
balance.
I'll plan something like taking them on we took them on a boat trip last week. We'll go to the cinema. I would like any other normal family. Their parents do, whether as you said, you're working in China, and I'm it's just, it is what it is. And your child will know that you did everything you could to give them the best life, and that's what it takes to.
Last quick question, and I'm wondering, I'm not sure if you've ever done business with China or with Chinese. If so, no matter what perspective you have, how would you imagine doing successfully business with China or Chinese?
I never have. Have you?
I tried to do some stuff during COVID, actually, with PPE, with all medical equipment. And I was doing some of the, I'm very close to one of the son of one of the big families there, and I was doing some stuff. But it was, it was amazing, to be honest. It was just a bit hard because it was my first time experiencing, like this.
Communicating is hard.
Communicating was hard, but it was a big learning process.
I went to Japan. I know it's not the same, obviously, but I've never felt so foreign. So I think when you're in Europe, you can kind of like feel your way around with
Yeah,
the signs,
agreed.
and you can get used to, you know, you can get yourself around. I think in you know, Asian countries, and Chinese, it's just so different.
They're very straightforward, I think, you know.
It's such a foreign country, and I'm blonde, so you feel very like a fish out of water.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, definitely. So thank you so much for your time, for your wonderful sharings from business life and your private life. I love following you. I welcome you to come check out Shanghai and China, and I wish you
Awesome.
all the best.
Thank you.
care.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.